Hello, everyone. I have my book here from my friend's library. It's called Click, Clack, Moo. Cows that type? Click, clack, moo, cows that type. This right here is called a typewriter. This is what people used to type messages or books or their plans for the day or a checklist. People would use a typewriter before computers were a thing. Now we can do it digitally or we can see it on our screen. But before, they would type out a message on this typewriter and it would immediately print onto a piece of paper. So these cows are using a typewriter? Okay, now I'm curious. We gotta read this. I'm so curious. Okay, it's by Doreen Cronin, pictures by Betsy Lewin. I've got to know how these cows are typing. Click, clack, moo, cows that type. There's the front of a typewriter. You can see the keys, and you click on different keys to get a different letter. Just like the keyboard on our computer. Each key is a different letter. Same thing for a typewriter. Click, clack, moo, cows that type. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Let's say it together. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. Oh, the last one is clickety clack moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety clack moo. Then he couldn't believe his ears. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. How do you think Farmer Brown's going to feel about this message? We would like some electric blankets. Do you think he's going to give them electric blankets? I don't know. Let's find out. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets. No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we are closed. No milk today. How do you think Farmer Brown feels about that? He's not looking too happy. We only see his shadow, but his hair standing on end, his hands look mad. No milk today? Cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Ooh, what are they going to type now? The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. How do you think Farmer Brown's gonna feel about that one? That's kind of what I'm thinking too. The cows were growing impatient. That means they were not liking waiting. They were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs? said Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. That means really mad. Oh, you can see him down here. He does not look happy. Click, clack, zoom. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Let's see what he says back. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. I wonder how the cows are going to feel about that. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. So that means that Duck didn't have a side, one side or the other. He did not care. So he brought the letter from Farmer Brown to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Oh, see, the cows are inside the barn doors here. They have the lock on the door, and all the other animals are listening to the door. But all they hear is moo, 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 moo. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Do you think Farmer Brown is going to take this offer? Do you think that he will give them electric blankets for the typewriter? I think those are some good guesses. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe he's still mad. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. Look, they look so happy with their electric blankets. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown. Oh, let's think of it. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Do you think that the duck brought back the typewriter to the farmer? No, he kept it for himself. Here we go. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Did they get their diving board? Yeah. Cows that type. Interesting story idea. Some of these stories I think, where did these writers get these ideas from?